Alright, gamers. Welcome back to the Shadow Realm or some shit. Believe it or not, I actually did do runs yesterday. Not many, but I did runs. I did have a lot going on yesterday. I had like some time in the morning. Well, I didn't do runs in the morning. I did runs when I got home, like, late last night. I don't know. I had a great time yesterday, honestly. I did kendo, and then I got to hang out with a friend. I was like, you know, I was hanging out with a friend until like 7, and then I was like on call with dad until like 9. So it's like, yeah, again. I didn't have too much time to play after that, but I don't know. I still wanted to. I didn't get very far in the runs. I couldn't even get around the stage 4 if I'm being honest. I was getting like, I had time to do like 3 or 4 runs, and they all got to Sanyo. But none of them could get past her. Well, because none of them had even remotely good paces going into her, to be fair. Oh wow, only 160. Alright. Guys, so something I did do in the morning though before I had to leave for kendo. So it was like during the Saturday stream or whatever, right? Something I ended up doing during that day. Well, I actually did do a couple more runs during Saturday. They didn't really get much farther, but I did do some offline runs. I think I got like A run to stage 4 or something. I don't know. I didn't really play much better, but something I decided to do that day because I was like I was like trying to just think of something I could casually play while like listening to like Asper FM or something, and then I remembered. Well, so I wanted to play Clicker Tail or Clicker Tail 2 or whatever. I forget which version. And I was trying to look for it in like my folders, and I couldn't. Or like I had a folder literally just called like Undertale stuff or whatever, and so I was like, okay, it's most likely in here then. It wasn't in there from what I could tell. But what was in there was Undertale 2, which made me remember, oh yeah, I never completed the Ignoramus route for this thing. So that was a decent portion of my Saturday, was trying to clear that, because I had tried once, like actually maybe like about a year ago, because I think I remember. Okay, that was just embarrassing. I should have gone to the left. But like, I remember just like trying it on my own, I think like not too long after beating the game. But I got to like the prison section of the game before needing to realize that I messed up and would need to reset the entire game because I didn't have a prior save to load. So that's when I gave up then. This time around, I came back, and... Well, so this time around, I got to a different section of the prison before realizing that there was another item that I didn't get that I needed to reset the entire game for. Because I didn't have a prior save to load. You know, so that was already like one game reset, and then I got past the prison section, and then I was in like the beach section or whatever, and that section also put me into a spot where I had to reload the game because I didn't properly manage my money. And I honestly had no idea how I was supposed to properly manage my money. As I found out, there were some items that I missed I missed like 2 items. There's like an invisible pathway you're supposed to like, or there's a chest you can see in one of the areas, and you're supposed to walk on an invisible pathway in order to open the chest so you can get a dust bomb. Because you need 2 dust bombs for 1 point in the game, and I assume that you had to buy the second dust bomb because you do have some items to sell. But no, you're just supposed to find 2 dust bombs and save your money for other shit. So I was never figuring that out. Another problem was that one of the items I sold was a tissue. You need 10 tissues, but what the game expects you to do is hold on to the first tissue so that you can then save up money to buy 9 more tissues instead of having to buy 10 whole tissues. Because, like, with the way the money route's set up, like, you literally just won't have enough money to buy 10 tissues. You need to hold on to that previous one. And then the other thing I learned, well, because I just decided to look at somebody's video guide, and like the final thing I learned was the fact that you can actually get another item to sell, the prison ramen, in the prison if you talk to the shopkeeper when entering there the first time. Which I honestly don't know how I missed that. I was trying to like see all the dialogue that shopkeepers had to make sure that I like couldn't like miss any items, because the game had already shown that shopkeepers can sometimes get you items. Like that was the solution to one of the previous parts of the game, where it's like you need to talk to the ice cream salesman about an ice cream in order to have him give you one, and then also you need to talk to like the salesman you can only find in the ignoramus route about tokens so that he can give you the math token, which is required to get through that section of the game. So yeah, it was a lot of resets, a lot of time trying, or it was like a total of like 2 resets, or 2 full game resets, a fuck ton of reloads, and then just trying to try to just piece everything together. Like, cause okay, to be honest, god damn it, why can't I do this right now? To be honest, I'm pretty proud about how I did in general. Like I like those 3 things that I mentioned were the only things that I actually needed to look up. The rest I was able to solve. The rest I actually did solve on my own. So I feel pretty proud about that. I realize I haven't actually explained what the ignoramus route is. It's basically just, so it's Undertale 2's version of the pacifist route, where you're supposed to go through the game without encountering any monsters. And it's made to be as intentionally like painful and force you to reset as possible. Like that's the intended design, is for you to like miss some like seemingly random item that you could have picked up earlier, but you didn't pick it up because why would you pick that up? And then now you have to go all the way back. Like either you go back to a prior save if you have one that's available to get the item, or you start the game over from the start if you don't. Oh yeah, I'm on the wrong side. God damn it. I can't do stage 1 today, apparently. I don't know how much time I actually spent on the ignoramus route with like all the resets. I think in total beating it was probably about like 5 hours or so. And again, like, so like I spent like a decent chunk of Saturday trying to beat it, and then Sunday was like was the day I like cleaned it up and like finished it, which I honestly was not expecting to finish it on Sunday. I definitely thought I was gonna have to reset again, but it turns out that once you make it past the, once you make it past the desert, the money route section of the game is basically over. And it's, like, it's pretty hard to actually, like, soft lock yourself. That doesn't mean that, you know, it becomes less painful to avoid the enemies, not even remotely, but, you know. It like, at that point in the game, it becomes basically impossible to have to do a full game reset. Like, because of the fear of the full game resets, I actually use so many save slots. I'm like somebody who, when I play a game, I only like to use, like, one save slot. But in the case of this, I ended up, like, so that there's a total of 16 save slots. And, well, I forget. I use save slots 1 through 5 for some stuff. I forget what, honestly, because normally I do only like creating like one save, but I had some reason for using save slots 1 through 5. So I was using, like, you know, I was using save slots 6 through 16. By the end of the journey, I ended up using all 16 save slots. I used literally all of them. I think, like, early on, I was still, like, kind of hesitant about using more than, like, I had, like, free save slots I was using, but as time went on, I realized, like, yeah, I should probably be using more than just free save slots. I should just be, like, saving and, like, or I should just be leaving saves in, like, major areas or whatever, just to make sure that I, like, you know, if I have to go back to a previous area, that there'll be a less likely chance that I have to reset everything. I think, like, the one interesting part in my mind about the Ignoramus route is just, like, the money routing you have to do. I think that's cool, although it is a little, or it is pretty annoying that, like, you know, it's, like, you still have to find out all the items you have to work with. Because, like, there are, like, there are some items where it's like, again, like, that dust bomb. I think the dust bomb is really the only example of an item where it's like, oh, okay, I didn't know I was, like, able to get that. Like, because I didn't know I was able to get that, like, the money routing was, like, completely fucked over. But I had no idea that that was what was fucking the money route over. Alright, we finally entered stage 2. And the Yin Yang orbs didn't even fuck us over this time. So that's great. All of that for us. Okay. God, I'm just not on it when it comes to dodging that today. My movement is just not all there right now. I mean, I guess that should be obvious enough from the fact that I was stuck on stage 1 for like 10 minutes. 1, 0. You really had to run to the right, didn't you? You just had to do that. You just thought that was so cool of you to do? To just run away to the right? Alright. And a Becca. Wish I only got stuck on stage 1 for 10 minutes. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. I think there's been like some times where I've been like stuck on like stage 1 and 2 in this game for an embarrassing amount of time, where it's like I'll go like half an hour or whatever without getting to stage 3. I mean, it's rare that happens nowadays, but I think that was like, I think that is still something that has happened. Certainly not impossible to happen nowadays, depending on my set skill level for the day. Okay, well that was just... Bro, Takane is giving such rude non-patterns right now, if I'm being honest. Like, she's pretty rude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about. Look at how rude that was. She is incredibly rude. Like, she's just not getting nicer. I just hate to say it, but this is a mid character, guys. Takane is like shit, actually. If you like Takane, you're just wrong, clearly. I'm sorry to say, but like the facts are here. I'm too strong for her. Yeah. We got a pretty good shot at stage 3, so we'll see what I do. Oh, that's a bot. Hold on. I really don't want to... I really don't want to hit a scalable... Whatever. If I die, I die. Okay, click on you and ban you. Alright. The bot has been deleted. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Oh, man. Okay. I meant to, like, hold shift before hitting Z, but I just hit Z. Yeah, I'm just kind of forgetting everything right now. I'm doing great. That's the last restream. Okay. Well, that just sucked ass. I probably should have just stayed towards the right where I was. I cannot believe I lived that. That was so bad on my part. That was absolutely atrocious on my part. I'm not even going to lie to you. Me lie? Never. No. I simply will not lie. I will never lie. This is a fact and a statement that I am making. Bro, I'm getting so fucking pushed. Jesus Christ. You see how far I got pushed out? That's absurd. That's absurd? Yeah, it's absurd. This game is absurd, guys. It's absolutely absurd. I don't know what to do about the bullets. They shoot at me and I'm scared. I fucked up majorly. God, I had the right idea, I just did it too late. I've like just have not been able to dodge non-1 for the longest time recently, and it is super fucking embarrassing. I get that it's the hard spell, but it's like, I shouldn't be dying twice to it. Or it's the hard pattern. Alright, well I guess I can just die. I guess I can die to both non-1 and spell 1 twice in a row. Just get a quick 4 miss before the fight's even begun. Hey Zero-san. Yeah, this is the Touhou. Don't you love the Touhou? I love it. I love it a lot, actually. It's pretty cracked. God damn, dude. This game... Fuck Shimada's vibes. They are pretty difficult if you don't know, like... Because, like, they're static, right? But they're very, like... They're very insane if you don't know where the fuck to go. Like, I haven't actually bothered to learn Shimada's nons yet. My only experience of them is just in runs where I'm just allowed to bomb them, and typically I do. It's very rare that I don't bomb a Shimada non. I wish I could have just an early morning stream where I just where I'm not just constantly yawning. I'm just a tired guy, you know what I mean? I just wake up and I'm tired. I'm in the middle of the day and I'm tired. Honestly, I do notice even sometimes during the middle of the day, I still yawn. And sometimes it can kind of help. Because like if I'm doing like a physical activity or whatever and I'm still like kind of waking up, I guess, like, or like if I'm yawning during the middle of the day, like I still feel a little bit tired, like, I don't know, like actually doing a physical activity can help offset it. And then so like when I start getting into it, like I just have like more energy than I would have if I like wasn't tired. I don't know, it's weird to explain, but like that's what it feels like in my mind. Sadly, Touhou is not the most physical of activities. It's a mental exercise. It's like it's a test of my patience. You know, it's like playing Touhou just like won't really like wake me up the same way like something like running would or whatever. But like I don't know. It's still like it's still like something that like keeps your brain active. It helps you not drift back off to sleep. I think that's like something video games are really good at for me. It's just like if I'm like feeling really tired or something, it's like typically if I play a video game, it's pretty hard for me to like drift off to sleep while playing one. Speaking of reading, honestly, although I know for some people reading can be the opposite. But like for me, like if I'm reading something, it's like my brain is just like kept very active by just trying to like, you know, like imagine the like, cause like I'm trying to imagine the scenarios. So it's just something that like, god damn it. I couldn't get around that properly. Yeah, that was just unfortunate. I was on the back foot on that reading the entire time. I just really did not like that angle. Oh yeah. Okay, so something funny that I realized yesterday, and this isn't related to anything I've been talking about, but I just thought this was like something interesting to notice, was the fact that so cause like I was hanging out with like a friend yesterday, like we went like we went in like mini golfing or whatever. So there's like a place in town called like City Putt. We just went there. You know, but so the thing is, like, after that, like, he had a bit more time, and I was like, do you want to play some video games at my place? And he was like, sure. And then, something we ended up playing there, because, like, we were looking for my Steam library, and he saw I had Hollow Knight, and he was like, oh, yeah, I was seeing some of this recently. I think, like, he'd seen, like, a speedrun or two of it recently, and he was like, oh, yeah, this game actually looks, like, pretty cool, although I don't have it yet. And I was like, do you want me to just watch you play this for a little bit, see if you'd be interested in it? And he was like, sure. And something I realized when he was playing that was the fact that, like, if you haven't actually, I mean, this makes sense, right? But if you haven't played Hollow Knight for, like, 300 hours, let's say, it can be a little confusing to figure out where you're going on the map. Especially if you're trying to use the map as a reference point, because that map in Hollow Knight is not the most well constructed. Like, it's something I forget about sometimes, because in my head I just have I just know where I'm going. I've played the game enough casually to where, if I'm just, like, in an area and I need to get somewhere, like, I don't need a map. Like, I just know where to go to get there. But, you know, if you haven't played the game before, it's like, you're like, where the fuck am I? Because, things can look pretty confusing, honestly. Like, the map to Hollow Knight is very big and, like, labyrinthy. And it's just like, oh yeah, like, well, because, like, when I was playing Hollow Knight, there was plenty of times where, like, I would get to an area and I couldn't even remotely remember, like, how I got there. Like, I remember during my first playthrough, like, I got to, like, Fungal Waste, and ended up finding, like, Howling Wraiths or whatever. Alright, I forgot what I forget what the vanilla version of the spell's called. No, it is Howling Wraiths, isn't it? It's like I got Howling Wraiths, and, but, like, when I was, like, playing through the game again later, I couldn't remember where the hell I got that, or how I got there. Like, in my head, I thought I had found Howling Wraiths in Green Path, because there is some greenery, because it's next to Queen's Gardens, right? But, like, but, like, but yeah, no, I had, like, no memory that it was actually in Fungal Waste. Because, like, something I realized is that, like, I probably ended up, in my first playthrough, I probably ended up getting to Fungal Waste by going through Green Path. Or I ended up getting to Fungal Waste by going through Fog Canyon leading from Green Path, right? But in my head, I thought I had gone back to Dirtmouth and, like, dashed over the thing initially. It's weird realizing that not everyone has 100 plus hours into the game, and therefore they don't know all the gazillion entrances is to the City of Tears. Exactly! See, you get it. Like, yeah, no, because, like, it's really obvious, right? Like, oh, yeah, they haven't played the game before, so obviously, like, they don't know what the fuck the map looks like. But it's just, like, there's a difference between just saying that aloud and then like physically seeing it, where it's like they were like just exploring Dirtmouth and they just, or they're exploring Crossroads and they're trying to figure out like how to get to like they're trying to figure out how to get to False Night, and and like they ended up like just getting lost, like or like they ended up like just kind of looping in circles a couple of times or whatever, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that is kind of the experience of this game if you haven't played it before. You're like, wait, how does any of this shit connect? Something hilarious about that though, or like speaking about like entrances into City of Tears, because the friend who I mentioned, again, they had seen a speedrun before, and they ended up actually doing False Night skip. They did the intended False Night skip where you break down the wall. And so I'm just like, okay, I guess you're just skipping City Crest then. I was not expecting them to do that, but no, they just like, oh, well, like they saw this difference, so they're like, oh yeah, I can hit that, right? And then they just fucking broke down the wall and then just went on their way. I'm just like, okay. It is hilarious to me how, like, useless City Crest is. Because, like, there is so many fucking entrances in a City of Tears. Like the dev intended one, or like, the primary one that the devs expect you to use is to just get, like, City Crest and then go in through Fungal Waste after getting Mantis Claw and Dash. But you don't have to do that. Hell, you don't even need to do the, like, you don't have to do that even in the way that the devs did intend, because you can like you can always get Lantern from Sly if you manage to farm enough, and then Lantern will let you into Crystal Peaks, and then Crystal Peaks lets you get to both Dreamnail and City of Tears. Oh, wait, no. Wait, does it let you? Wait, no, it doesn't let you get City of Tears. No, not unless you... Oh, yeah, no, wait, no, that's right. No, yeah, No. Fuck. I don't know how I managed to fuck that up so early, but alright. No, because if you have Dive, then you can get... Yeah, no, so, okay, so if you get Dive... Oh, wait, no, but Dive is in City of Tears. God, I'm so fucking rando-brained. I'm like, if you simply just have Dive before getting it to the fucking thing, you can do it. God, wait. Oh, God, how else do you get into City of Tears then, actually? Because I know there's other ways. Well, let me think. So that there's the tram, right? So, okay. So the elevator you can't access until you're in City of Tears. Huh. Oh, wait. If you could somehow get into... If you somehow get into the canyon. Hold on. Alright, if you can get into Kingdom's Edge. Kingdom's Edge, though, the only... So, okay, the only way into Kingdom's Edge from a vanilla perspective, like, without going through City of Tears, is to get... Is to get Tram Pass. Okay, wait. So, okay, so if you get Lantern and then go into Deep Nest, right? Like, so you go for Fungal Waste, fight the fucking free ladies or whatever, and then... No, but so okay, no, so the problem with getting in through the place you get Dream Nail is that there's two paths that lead into. So there's two paths that lead down to that elevator. One isn't unlocked until you come from Gigi's shop. Cause like, so one path is you have to get to Blue Lake, right? The only way to get to Blue Lake is the only way to get to Blue Lake initially is to use Gigi's or is to have double jump, and then because I'm trying to think of this without doing like shade skips, right? So it's like so you need double jump and claw in order to get up to Blue Lake from Gigi's shop, so that you can get into the elevator from there. Or if you use dive, you can open up the grave. But dive is in City of Tears, and wings is also only obtainable after getting into City of Tears. Also for Forgotten Crossroads. But that requires shade pogoing, and the entrance is hidden, so it's getting up on. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to count out shade pogoing here. Here, like just. I'm trying to think of ways to get into City of Tears through like dev-intended methods, right? So if you get Dream Nail, it is actually not possible to get into. It's not actually possible to get into City of Tears at that point, because you need to be able to get down to Blue Lake first. Which, like, again, without wings, the only way to get into Blue Lake from Gigi's would be to do a shade skip. So there's that, but then there's also, because you could get Tram Pass, but Tram Pass also is too high, right? Unless I'm misremembering the layout. I guess maybe I might be misremembering the layout of the map off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure, like, even if you get Dream Nail, it is impossible to go down to City of Tears from there without dive. Or without dive or wings. So again, so I think the route you would have to take is killing Mantis Lords so that you can then. So, okay, so you killed Mantis Lords so that you can then go into Deep Nest, and then from Deep Nest you find Tram Pass, which then Tram Pass, you'd use Tram Pass on the right entrance of Deep Nest in order to get close to the hive. You don't actually go in the hive though, you go around it and you go to Kingdom's Edge, and then you climb up from Kingdom's Edge and then go left in order to get into in order to get into City of Tears. That I'm pretty sure that's the only other, like, god damn, okay then, I can't play stage 2. That's the only other, like, casually viable entrance. I'm not looking at the screen right now. You know, but like in general, City of Tears actually does have like a lot of entrances where it's like just listing them off the top of my head is just like, so you have the, yeah, I guess like you have the most intended entrance, which is to get City Crest so that you can then get to or use City Crest on the statue so you can get into the place. Then there's there's the elevator you can take in Dirtmouth after you unlock it in City of Tears. There's like 2 stag stations you can take. There's the storerooms and and the King Station Stag. I don't know how I keep ending up on the wrong side of that. I think I'm just not paying attention to the time. It probably wasn't 11 seconds. There's King Station Stag, and then, so there's the elevator that leads in from Seer. There's the path, there's the path that leads in from Kingdom's Edge. There's the path, well, I guess the other one wouldn't really count as an entrance, because you get, I was gonna say, like, oh yeah, you can get there from, like, Basin or whatever, but it's more so that that City of Tears leads into Basin, not the other way around. Okay. Let's actually pay attention to what time I kill her on instead of not. Okay. I definitely start on the right side. I 100% start on the right side. And I fuck it up anyway. Great. I've been zoning out too hard thinking about Hollow Knight, I will admit. God damn it. Yeah, let's talk about something a little less like something a little less distracting. So recently because there's a couple of games on my mind that I want to play. Yesterday actually I got to show my dad. I got to show my dad like just like the trail or like I realized like I showed my dad like screenshots of like Slay the Princess. Dude, God, I just can't kill these guys right now. Okay, and that didn't work. My gameplay is just not even remotely there right now. I cannot believe it's already been 40 minutes. Jesus. You know, but yeah, yesterday I showed my dad like the Steam page for Slay the Princess, and he's like, "Oh, we definitely got to play this at some point," because like I realized like, oh yeah, I'm surprised I didn't actually like show him this sooner, because this is also like a type of game that he would love to see, especially since it's like it's a choose your own adventure game, so he'd actually get to like participate in, or like it's a choose your own adventure game, so if we played through it, like I would absolutely just let him make the choices. Yeah, because like I've seen somebody play through the game before, right? So like I kind of already have a perspective on it. So I think I'd be really interested in seeing just like what he chooses, like just entirely. Like I don't think there's like a single thing I need to. Because, like, normally, like, when we do that shit, right, and it's like, oh, dude. Okay, in any case. Normally when we play games like that, and it's like, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I'll let you make the choices, like, normally there are still some important choices where I'm like, it'd be more interesting if we went this route. Oh, like sometimes I will still be like, let's choose this one actually. But you know, but in the case of like Slay the Princess, like there isn't, I don't think there's a single time in that game where I would actually want to do that. Because like every route is interesting. Like every choice you can make is interesting, right? And so it's like like, I don't think I need to, like, interfere at all. Like, I think, like, again, I can just leave the decision-making just totally up to him, and just whatever happens, like, will happen. Which, honestly, just sounds really fun. They'll have to come a decent ways away, though. We got, yeah, no, because we still got N-Stars in Time we gotta play through. I'm really looking forward to getting back to N-Stars in Time. Alright, well, we finally made it back to Michael. Took us a while, but we're here. Better not choke it all away now. No, I can keep talking. I can still relax a little bit. So, oh yeah, no, right, but so I was talking about, like, games that'd be, that I want to play, right? Because, like, again, the main two I have on my mind right now, well, the main two I kind of had on my mind was Animal Well and the Elden Ring DLC. The thing is, there is actually another game. There's another game that came out that I'm kinda interested in playing, although I'm not entirely sure. It's it's like the Touhou fan game, The Devil of Decline. Is like the Touhou. It's like a Touhou RPG or whatever. If you know, like, the Genesis of Saphiros, it was made by those same people. I think it was like a similar situation where, like, the game has been out for years, but it only got, like, translated recently. And, like, so I've been watching Asper FM play some of it while, like, doing things in the background, right? And, like, the game does seem interesting. The thing is, I'm just a little hesitant to buy it because it's not like cheap, and I didn't I bought Genesis of Saphiros and I didn't end up actually finishing that game. I didn't I stopped playing, like, pretty early on because I just kind of got, like, bored of the combat, if I'm being honest. Like, it's like RPGs aren't always the most, like, appealing thing to me, right? But, like, I don't know. But I've been looking at footage of Devil Decline, and I'm like, well, it does look fun, and, like, I'd be able to, well, because, like, if I was, like, watching Asper FM play through, like, the entirety of the story, right, then I'd be like, oh yeah, well, now I don't really have a reason to play it. But there are actually 4 playable characters in the game. Like, the game has 4 playable characters, and presumably, like, presumably they all have, like, different cutscenes, right? So I think it would be super interesting to play as one of the other characters that Asper FM did not play as, and then just, you know, see how that goes. Because, like, so basically, like, he's playing for the game as Mei Ling, who is, like, he's playing for the game as Mei Ling, who's probably the most beginner-friendly one, because so, like, her whole gimmick is that she just hits really fucking hard, and also that she has, so, like, every character has, like, a special ability or whatever, and Mei Ling's special ability is that she has, she has this, like, ring equipped, or like, she has this item that she can equip that basically just doubles everybody in the party's damage. So it's just like, if you're, like, struggling with the game or whatever, you can just equip that, and then you can just, like, make things way fucking easier on yourself. And that does, like, and that, like, that's really good, honestly. Because, again, like, if you don't want to, like, sit through like all the tedium of like just grinding in an RPG or whatever. It's like you don't have to. You can just equip that weapon, or you can just equip that item, and like the game becomes easier, right? So like Mei Ling does sound like the character I'd probably enjoy playing the most, but the thing is like I've kind of already been listening to her story, so I'd want to pick somebody else. And so the other characters in the game are Reimu, Byakuren, and Yukari, which is a very it's a very interesting 4 main protagonist, I will be honest. It's like Reimu makes sense. Byakuren I never would have guessed. Mei Ling I never would have guessed. Yukari makes sense. Well, like, I guess Yukari doesn't make like the most amount of sense, because like it makes sense that like Yukari is like prevalent enough to have like to be like a main character, but also like typically you would expect her more so just in the background. You wouldn't expect her to be in the main character role. And then Byakuren, it's like Byakuren's just like Byakuren and Mei Ling are like never like main character material typically. Byakuren does get to show up a lot, though, in canon. Mei Ling does not. Mei Ling has shown up for, like, photo games, some fighting games, and Touhou 6. That's Mei Ling's existence. Yeah. I forget what Byakuren and Reimu's abilities do. Because again, like, every character is supposed to have, like, a special, like, ability they can use on the overworld or whatever, or, like, while walking around. And the thing is, like, actually, hold on. Okay, cool. Yeah, like, every character is supposed to have an ability while walking around the overworld. Mei Ling is the only exception, where, again, like, she doesn't have like, an ability while walking around the overworld, but she does have her, like, easy mode bracelet she can equip. The thing is, like, again, I remember, like, it's interesting, because I remember, like Reimu's and Byakuren's are, like, you know, like, useful passive ones. And then Yukari has, like, a gimmick attached to her that, like, the game just straight up is, like, when you're reading her description, like, they're like, yeah, Yukari's not recommended for your first playthrough. Shit. Dude, that was such bad luck on Frozen Peas. That was such bad luck. That was insane. Wow, really? Okay. Whatever. This pace seems familiar, now doesn't it? Well, that fucking sucks. How to throw an LNN pace, I guess. I could make a whole video on that. Chalk it up to another YouTube video idea that I may or may not eventually do in the future. The board may be gathering dust, but I could always wipe it off at some point. Alright, well, we only died once, so that's something. Wow, really? Okay. I was convinced I was safe there. I really convinced myself on that. Alright. Not bad. Yeah, I really just can't fight Sanyo today, huh? I got one more hit to use for the rest of the fight. Yeah, so far I have an average of 1 death per pattern. Okay, well that one, I'm not gonna blame myself for that one. That one was not my fault. I'll blame myself for the other 3 deaths, but that one was just straight up, I got unlucky. Like, I was just straight up surrounded. There was nothing I could do there at that point. Alright, so I died once to all of her patterns. Oh boy. I do, yeah. Today is also not a day where I plan on really going, like, over the 2-hour limit, because I do need to call my dad at some point, because we're gonna watch some more Tetris after this. I think I mentioned this before, but I'm showing him, like, Summoning Salt's video on world record Tetris progression, and he was like, can we watch some more of it, like, tomorrow after you stream? And I'm like, yeah. So I kind of need to, I'm gonna get my 2 hours in definitely, but I don't think I'm gonna go very far over that. I realized there was a chat message. I will read that when I can. Yeah, I realize I have not looked at chat in a while. I just kind of been yapping on. I've just been saying shit. Streamer do be talking, sort of. Gonna be honest, I saw gameplay for Genesis of Sophiros and Double Decline, and I understood nothing. Yeah, the game has a lot of systems to it. Like, I do think, like, some of the systems are interesting. I also think there's some bullshit attached in some cases, but, like, I don't know. Like, yeah, because, like, so, there's a lot to both systems where it's, like, so your team is, like, a team of 5, right? And you have a team of 5, and they have like regular attacks, spell cards, fucking what else do they have? Oh yeah, they have like, so they have like spell cards, which are basically just like regular, just like magic attacks that consume MP. They have like last words, which are like, you can think of last words as like limit breaks, and they have God, they have something else. Oh no, I think there's like specials, which are just like basic magic attacks, and then spell cards, which are like a super magic attack, which is like a like just an attack on like a really powerful attack that has like major cooldown, and also cost a lot to use. So it's like, you know, you have 5 party members with all of that, and then you also have like, you have formations. Like, you can set it up so that like your the formations your team is, or the formation your team stands is different, and depending on the formations, like, you'll get like certain like buffs or debuffs to certain party members, like, so, like, depending on like where they're standing, like some be better at like, some be better, or depending on the, like, not even just where they're standing, I guess just what the formation allows for. It's like some of them will be better at like physical attacks or taking physical damage. Some of them will move slower, like it's kind of weird. Like, and the thing is, like, the formation of your party and the opponent's party does matter, because like your attacks cover, like, they never show you what range specifically they cover in like the grid. But you can think of both, like, you can kind of think of it as like both sides, like both your side and the enemy side have like a grid that your attacks can cover, right? And so depending on where you're standing, your attacks will like cover a certain amount of that grid, which can determine how many enemies you can hit at once with like a multi-target skill. And again, you can also like determine like how effective your attack can be at like dealing damage, I think. And it's just like, and then like in Sophiros, Because, like, so Saphiros and Double Decline have different systems as well when it comes to, like abilities, or unlocking more abilities for your characters. Because, like, so Saphiros has, like, a skill tree for everyone. Like you can get, everyone can get points that they can then spend on like, a skill tree to just, like unlock or specialize in certain things. And then in Double Decline, it's, like, you get, like, I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's like, if you ever played Golden Sun, it's kind of like that, I think. I never played much Golden Sun, but that's what it reminds me of, where it's like, you can get, like, spirits that you can equip to your party members, and those spirits come with, like, extra skills that they can, like, unlock and shit. And that's, like, and you can have, like, you can have up to, like, 3 spirits equipped on each party member at a time. And so it's, like, just, like, with that and, like, unlocking, like, and unlocking skills for, like, the spirits you equip, it's, like, there's a lot. There's a lot of customization you can have in your party build. I think that's what makes Double Decline seem so interesting to me, is the fact that, like, just how much variety you have in that. Like, that does seem pretty cool. I think that's about the majority of the gameplay. Or I think that's about all the systems that are in place from what I can remember. I mean, like, well, like, Genesis of Saphiros also has, like, lives and bombs, which can affect things. I think the lives and bomb system, from what I can tell, has just been straight up removed in Double Decline. Which, I mean, I'm all for. Or no, wait, have bombs been removed? I think bombs have been removed. Because there was, like, basically in Genesis of Saphiros, if you wanted to use spell cards, you needed bombs. And basically, like, you needed bombs to do that. So, like, bombs are, like, a resource you had to make sure you, like, kind of held on to while exploring through the dungeon. And then also, there was lives, which basically, like, if your character died in a dungeon, they would get up after the battle was over, but only if they had an extra life on them. And if you wanted them to, like, get up again, if you wanted to reset their lives, you had to leave the dungeon. Which, in retrospect, is kind of a completely worthless mechanic. It basically just means that, like, oh, they can get up. They can technically get up infinitely, and, like, as long as you just make sure to leave the dungeon. God damn it. I'm really bad at reading this. I'm so bad at reading that. Doesn't help with how fucking low she is on the screen. Am I gonna... No, I'm not gonna die 3 times. I didn't die 3 times. I stated that and I meant that. I forgot that you're gonna spawn here. Oh, I'm surprised you actually got to fire twice. I would have assumed I was shooting before you spawned in. Okay, well, I got you. Got you in one go. I cannot believe I actually fucking capped that. You gotta be fucking kidding me with that. Customizable party members seem cool, but then I remember Entry and Honesty and how I spend most of my time worrying about how my party probably fucking sucks and I have trouble enjoying anything. Yeah, that is the thing, right? that's something super hard to like not worry about when you're playing a game. It's just like oh man, like am I building my party member, or am I building my team well at all? I think like how I decide to look at it nowadays is like, it doesn't matter how good my team is in general, just as long as they win. I think that's how I've started looking at it when it comes to things. Is like, I don't care how much my strategies fucking suck, just as long as I'm winning. It's like, if there are good strategies, I'll learn them later. Maybe. Yeah, no, that was just brutal. Sanyo is just being so brutal right now, honestly. Oh, to be fair, when is she not? I didn't know where to move there. There didn't really seem like any good time to get through that, if I'm being honest. That all just kind of sucked. All of that timing sucked. Yeah. Damn it. Especially worrying since in some entry and Odyssey games you can deal like 13k damage to tanky enemies with 5k health. So everything just seems suboptimal in comparison. Yeah. No, that makes sense, right? Like if you're used to like just having that like power rush, it's like you're like, well, I gotta be able to get that somehow, right? It's somewhere here. But like there's so many fucking avenues you can take that it's like you basically just kind of have to pick one and then hope that the avenue you picked leads to something, like it leads to that. And if it doesn't, like, then it just fucking sucks. Because you're like, well, I want that. I just don't know how to get it. I've heard Entry and Odyssey mentioned a couple of times. I've never played it. I don't play like a ton of RPGs. I think typically it's hard for me to like want to play an RPG. Typically I'd ask to have something that like kind of makes me interested. I think the only reason I'm like interested in Devil Decline is that it's like, I do really like the art for it, and again, like the game seems like it might be fun to play. I'm not entirely convinced, but it might be fun. I'm really on the fence with Devil Decline. There's a part of me that is saying that I'll probably just get it though, but we'll see how much of that is true. I remember, like, yeah, no, but, like, just, like, my, like, hesitation to play RPGs, like, has extended to games that I've even, like, that I've really enjoyed. Like in Stars in Time, like, I remember seeing that in my recommended page on Steam, and I was like, oh, the art for this looks pretty cool, although I'm not sure if I, like, want to play this. But then I saw like Jello Apocalypse's video on it, and I watched that for like 5 minutes before being like, okay, yeah, I gotta play this game. Like typically when it comes to like RPGs, like I need a little something extra to convince me. Same thing with Omori. Although, well, to be fair, Omori I didn't know existed until I saw, I think, Shenpai's video on it. I just wonder how some people are capable to engineer these anime girl-sized nuke level builds. So some people just gotta like that. Sometimes you just played an RPG, you played RPGs enough to where you just kind of understand the typical like rhythm of what will and will not be good. And so you're like, so you just kind of know what to invest in. Or even if you don't know for certain, you have like you have like a decent idea of what will probably be good. One, 0. There we go. Got it. I remember there's this gacha game where one guy used the most broken character to do like 50k damage with a normal attack. I had the same character fully maxed out and barely reached 20k with the ults. God, yeah, no. It is like that shit's insane. Where they're just like I don't know what they did, but they just figured out the game. They figured it out on just a different level. I guess that's just how you like flex in RPGs. You're just like, bro, look at how fucking optimized my build is. Alright, cool. Very glad that worked out for me. Okay, that was just really stupid reading on my part. I got too hung up on one part of the pattern and did not think about the rest. That was just really bad on my part. I'll admit. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I fucked up. That was like 100% completely my fault. Like I did not even get. I mean, I guess I got slightly unlucky. Like the pattern could have been easier, but I also could have just played better and won. That was also an option I had. That was a valid method for winning. Just simply winning. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think something else about me for RPGs is like whether I'm in like the mood to play an RPG. You know what I mean? Because like if I'm not in the mood to play an RPG, like because like RPGs always have like just the typical structure of RPGs is always something that I'm just not a fan of. I'm like they always just take a long time. and like I'm not always like a fan of that, because it's not always like the most engaging to me. So like I do feel like if I want to play an RPG, I have to be in like the right mood to want to like sit through it. I think I had the right idea, I just did it too late. Okay, I'm like, am I tripping? Is it not gonna spawn here? I didn't remember what like the seconds counter was at. Yeah, you're gonna shoot 2. Okay, well, at least you didn't have to shoot 3. Dude, I'm bad. That was a terrible dodging decision on my part. I don't know if I'm gonna get a single run to stage 4. I mean, I get the attempt isn't over yet. But like, man, it just doesn't feel like I can play well on anything right now. Case in point. It really doesn't feel like I can pull anything together at the moment. What the fuck? Oh. I ended up having to stretch, and then my shoulder fucking pulled down on like my headphones volume adjuster. I've been meaning to play Digital Devil Saga since those are considered some of the best SMT games, but like I've been on a shmup up mood almost exclusively lately. Yeah, see, like that makes, like, I get that. Because you're like, yeah, like I know this game's good, and like I'm gonna play it at some point, but like right now it's just not like what my brain wants to focus on. Alright, 1 death to that. Fair enough. God damn it. Okay, well, I think I got this. No, I didn't. Like, I'm in a position where I can dodge that too. It's not like that pattern's undodgeable, but my fingers just feel like they can't dodge it right now. Short, high-intensity games have completely taken over my brain. Like those are fun, right? Like, like, for me, like, those are the games that I, like, find the most enjoyable. Or it's like, they're very, like, short and to the point. Like, sometimes, like, sitting down and playing a longer game can be fun, too, right? But I think, in general, that's more so what I vibe with. Just because, like, there's, like, you know there's always something interesting going on. Like, you know? Like even if it's, like, even if it can be a bit repetitive at times, it's still, like, I don't know. It just like consistently feels like more engaging than like an RPG per se. Where it's like, I think like if I'm playing an RPG, I'm playing it because like I want, like, I just kind of like want to sit down and like chill and like relax while like listening to something. Like, I'm typically not the most focused on the game itself. Which is, like, Touhou can kind of, like, I guess, like, sometimes, like, more action-oriented games can fill that role, too, depending on how long I have to play them for. But, like, I don't know. I still feel like even when I'm doing that, I'm still really focusing on the game. Like, the background noise is more so to help me get into the groove, as opposed to like an RPG where the background noise is mainly what I'm focusing on. And then the game's just kind of like there. Okay, good pattern. Okay. Alright, perfect. I didn't even have to move. It started okay, and then it just kind of got better. It just kept getting better. If only all of my sad attempts could be like that. Let's try not to die here. You should never die here. So of course I've died here. And then this section is just... This section plays by its own fucking rules, man. Yeah, I completely fucked that up. I was trying to set that up so I had a decent amount of room to restream, and then, nope. Count it down. 3, 2, 1, 0. F0. God, F0, I feel like just means something so much more different in today's context. Go, like, can you imagine if they released, like, F0 today? Or, like, if F0 was something, like, created today? You know what I mean? I feel like Twitch, like, yeah, or not even just Twitch, Chad, just everybody on the internet would be having a fucking field day with that name. It was like something similar I heard about, like, with, like, Microsoft, right? Where it's just like, you know, like when that name was made, it was just like, oh yeah, you know, it's Microsoft or whatever. But now it's like, but if that was like made today, it'd be like, people would be like, huh, Micro and Soft. It's just funny how, like, you know, it just got. Just like what words just become like perceived as funny as time goes on. Do we clutch out a Takane, or do we go back into the depths of despair that is stage 1? Who can say for sure what will happen? It could be anything. Truly nobody knows, not even I. Not even one such as I could tell you. Now, it's not me saying I could tell you, I'm saying that not one such as I. Microsoft user when macro hard users like it. I kind of love that. Man, they have to rebrand. Just I just try to imagine just like the jock Microsoft users, like, yeah, we're the macro hard users. It's like it's like we only use the biggest computers. Like they walk in, it's just like they need like fucking like seven computer bags just to hold their laptop in. It's like a giant brick. It's their fucking laptop that they have. They just got huge fucking muscles. God damn it. I'm so bad at reading that. I'm so bad at reading that. Alright, well, let's see how I am at reading this. I couldn't shoot at her. I couldn't even do it. She wouldn't allow such a thing. She would not even allow that. Simply was not in her code. All of the safe spots were deliberately away from her. This is bullshit. That was a better time than I meant it to be. Yeah, I didn't know where to go there. Probably just to the left. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm giving up. I've given up. But what if I got the LNN song, you know? You can tell by the way I use my walk and my wounds, then no time to talk. Hey, I finally capped 9-1. I did it. That was me. I did that. God damn it. God damn it. Run it back. Oh, this is a good pattern too. I think that's the sad part about that to me. I mean, it was unlikely that I was gonna LNN the whole fight, but it would have been funny had I capped non-1 and spell 1 with 1 power and no lives. That would have been hilarious to me. You at least need a little bit of commodity in these runs. Yep, commodity was the word I meant to say. Don't question me. Don't question me or my son ever again. Walks out of the room. That's me. That's what I'd do. Like about 11:48. That's like a gaff. That's an absolute gaff. Alright, well, could have gone better, could have gone worse. I could be dead. You know, there's always, listen, whenever you think things are going bad in your life, you always just gotta remember, I could be dead. Alright, so to keep in mind. You always gotta remember that. Yeah, what was that line from fucking Jello Apocalypse playing Ace Attorney Investigations where he's like, He's like, you always gotta watch out for those booby darts, Miles. That was the first thing I learned from being a lawyer. I don't fully remember the context for that, but mine was hilarious to me. That was the first thing I learned as a lawyer. Fucking Ray Shields or whatever from. Well, actually, I don't know if that's his official name. I don't know what his official name will be now, but I just know him as Ray. Ray from fucking Ace Attorney Investigations 2 is the weirdest fucking character, and I kind of hope they change some of his dialogue. I don't know if they will, but I really hope they do. His whole character is just that he's a fucking creep. That was his whole thing. It was like I just remember something else about that series too, where it was like, you know, like they were seeing some like lines from him like in the chapter he appears in, and Jill was like Ray, you border on creepy, and then just like later down the line in like chapter 4 they're like, go to jail. Like it really just escalated as the fucking series went on. Like Ray just never got any better. His most like redeeming character trait was that when he was younger he used to eat paper or some shit. That was probably like the least creepy thing he did in that entire game, was eat paper. God damn it. I can't dodge. There's too many bullets, guys. What do I do? What do we do? There's too many of them. Yeah, 162, I'll take it. Considering that I dropped some power along the way, I'll take that. I didn't POC. That just didn't happen, actually. Literally, it never even occurred. What are you talking about? You're saying you POC? Nah, never. Not you. You could never even hope to POC. It's like POC-less, are we? God, did they have Maidenless Man come back for Elden Ring DLC? Probably not, but it'd be funny. No, I think it would be funnier is he just every time you start a new game without the DLC, he just goes like, ah, DLC-less, are we? Just like all the game's characters just start making fun of you for not having bought the DLC. It's like, oh man, you'll never be able to defeat that boss without the DLC. If you could get to the shadow of the Erd Tree, then you could, then maybe you would stand a chance against Radon. If only you could get there. Wow, that's the second bot this stream. That's a record. The bots are in full force today. I don't know what they're doing. I love how, like, the message does say, like, free viewers, as if, like, as if, like, I have to, like, pay in order to get, like, like, it just makes it sound like every time somebody clicks on my stream, like I have to pay for it, you know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, are you sick of having to pay for your viewers to be on your stream? Well, now you can just have viewers without having to lose money. So you'll no longer go financially bankrupt from streaming. It's like, oh, thank God. I knew there had to be a free alternative to doing live streams. It's just like Twitch is like, all right, we're running low on money. Every time somebody clicks on your stream, you have to pay us $5 actually. For real, for real. We take $5 from your bank account every time somebody clicks on your stream. Yeah, I was a fool. It's fine though. See, it all worked out. I even got the triple kill. What is that person's name? What the fuck is this? Apple Mustard Twitch. Applum. Wait, yeah, Applum Cert Twitch. I have no idea what the fuck is up with that name. even their name sounds like an AI generated name. They're like, ChatGPT, give me a name for my bot account. It's like, you got it, buddy. You can honestly do some like the, because like AI shit has becoming more prevalent, has become like a bit more prevalent recently, and it's like, you know, there's some good things and some bad things attached to it, but I think it's just really funny to see like when people get creative with it. Like, you know, like the thing like Elven Voice Labs or whatever, which is basically just like they like you can like create, you can basically like recreate people's voices and like have them say shit, like, you know, there's like a lot of bad stuff attached that you could do with that, but there's also some hilarious shit that I've seen. In like fucking like Doug creating like trying to create like a Pajama Sam like Chat GPT using like that or using like that voice modifier. I think he used Elven voice labs for that, right? I might be wrong. I think the funniest example I've seen, though, it has been Yumfa's videos, where it's like there was 2 videos he did using that. It was one, or like 2 videos he did using that where that was like the primary focus of the video. Like he used Elven voice labs to like make a to try making like an episode of Dude versus Wild in Elden Ring. And then later he ended up making an episode of Top Gear in Dark Souls 2. Like, both those videos are absolutely amazing. Like again, that's just like one of the examples of like some like good shit that can come out of that, like, technology. Okay. Yeah, that was that. Going back to the right there was a bad decision on my part. I should have committed to the left. And like I don't mean like restreaming back to the right, but I mean in order to end the pattern, I should have darted to the left instead of darting back closer to the bullet wall. Because that was definitely harder to read than darting to the left would have been. It just, in my mind, darting to the left just felt really scary. But I think I would have had more room to work with, as opposed to what I ended up having to do. $3.50. Can I get a good frozen peas? We'll find out. Okay, that was honestly not bad. I just fucked up. I was trying to go over and around, and I didn't go over enough before trying to go around. That sucked on my part. I'm bad at this video game. Give me $200. Because I'm pass and go right now. What does that mean? I don't know. But I'm pass and go. Give me my $200. I didn't know where to go there. I just straight up didn't know where to go. I think I'm just like trying to play that too aggressive. I just gotta focus on surviving there. That was just unfortunate. That was just really unfortunate luck. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about that one. That shit just kind of sucks. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I didn't die, so maybe I could not die for the rest of this pattern. It'd be cool if I could actually live for once. Cool, alright, I lived. It only took the dumbest fucking non-2 movement of all time. Slow. I was too slow. I also could have moved down. That was probably the smarter idea. Yeah, probably should have. Whatever. Bro, I fucking hate that. I despise that. Did you see what she did to me? That was a miracle that I survived. That was a straight up fucking miracle. I take no credit for actually using skill to dodge that, because you know that was, I know that you know that that was not skill. That was just, I lucked out. Ah, shit. Okay, my streaming is way too slow there. Maybe. Alright. Yeah, I'm just kind of defeated right now, I think. I've made it to stage 4, but I only feel defeated. No, but it's worth it though. So, look at that. I scratched her shoulder. I got her. I get that, her right shoulder right there. I got that. All right. That'll show her to mess with me. It's like, don't worry, guys. I taught her a lesson. I just lived for a surprisingly long time there. Hey, you know, I made it to stage 4. The more stage 4, the better. That's what I always say. I think past couple of the, like, past week or two, I've just gotten back into the slump. We're slumping right now. We're majorly slumping. We'll get out of it at some point, but we are definitely in the slump. I don't even know if I'm gonna live to see Jimbo. No, I will. All right, that's just, you know, I like Jimbo. When I really think about it, Jimbo's a great guy, actually. I think I'm starting to vibe with him. I see what everybody likes about Jimbo now. You know, I was kind of on the fence about Jimbo before. I wasn't truly certain whether I liked Jimbo, but you know what? Nah, Jimbo's a small guy. I've come around. Oh, that was I thought I okay. All right. Fuck, I don't know. We're like 13 minutes away from 2 hours. I'm kind of done, if I'm being honest. I'm done for today. I should definitely do some attempts later in the day, but like, man, I got a run the stage 4, so that happened. I guess is all I can really say. Yeah, I'm just starting to feel super out of it. Getting that stage 4 run really didn't make me feel any better. Alright, well, in any case, that's gonna do it for this stream. Thank you so much to whoever watched. I hope you have a good rest of your time. Goodbye.